Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being and sustainable development 2026, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, celebrating 78 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 and Viksit Bharat at 2047. As part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Well-being. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
गुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं गुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं गुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं गुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations and celebrations. This week is commemorated as Donkey Week from May 5th to 12th. It celebrates the amazing lives of donkeys and how they have been beneficial to us as human beings all through the time. Donkey Week, which began in 1983, has been honored by numerous donkeys enthusiasts and keepers as well as others with a general interest in animal welfare. One of the most exciting aspects of this event is generally to visit a donkey farm. Today is commemorated as World Portuguese Language Day on 5th May every year, officially established in 2009 by the Community of Portuguese-Speaking Countries, CPLP, an intergovernmental organization that has been in official partnership with the UNESCO since 2000 and which brings together peoples with the Portuguese language as one of the foundations of their specific identity to celebrate the Portuguese language and Lusophone cultures. In 2019, the 40th session of UNESCO General Conference decided to proclaim 5th May of each year as the World Portuguese Language Day. The Portuguese language is not only one of the most widespread languages in the world, with more than 265 million speakers spread through all continents, but it is also the most widely spoken language in the Southern Hemisphere. Portuguese remains today a major language of the international communication and a language with a strong geographical projection destined to increase. Today is also commemorated as Childhood Depression Awareness Day on May 5th, observed and was created to protect health children who are suffering from this debilitating illness. The image we usually have of children is of a children full of life and desire to play, but this is not always the case. Unfortunately, childhood depression exists. It's a very serious issue that needs to be discussed by parents, caregivers, and teachers. Depression is one of the main factors that cause other illness worldwide, and it affects all age groups. World Health Organization classifies depression as a global health crisis, but its impacts on children can be even more devastating and extreme, putting the lives of boys and girls in jeopardy. Today is also commemorated as Children's Day. Kodomo no Hi in Japan, which is Japanese holiday celebrated on May 5th every year. It is meant to respect children's individuality and to celebrate their happiness. Kodomo no Hi was deemed a national holiday in 1948 by the Japanese government, but has been celebrated for much longer. Families raise koinobori or carp-shaped windsocks with different colored carps for different members of the family before switching over to the Gregorian calendar. This day was celebrated on the fifth day of fifth month in the Chinese calendar. Today is also commemorated as Europe Day on May 5th is a consistent wide celebration of peace and unity in Europe in May every year. On two separate dates, the European Union celebrates the day on May 9th, while the Council of Europe celebrates it on May 5th. Europe Day is a day to celebrate Europe's rich history while planning for its future. It celebrates the unity among the countries in the European Union, while challenging people to reflect the issues that affect. On Europe Day, European citizens are made to feel closer to each other, and countries within the Union strengthen their ties, and citizens can overcome any sense of distance they feel from the various European countries. Today is also commemorated as Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie Day on May 5th in US. Annually, it is a day to sing praises for one of the most versatile buildings in the world, the shed. Usually located in the backyard or garden, these unassuming single-story roof structures can serve a myriad of uses. Boat sheds, car sheds, tool sheds, and wood sheds are only some of the many ways people have used their sheds for. Large or small, old or new, these useful little buildings are one of the most common structures around the globe. Today is also commemorated as Indian Arrival Day in Guyana on May 5th. Other countries, including the Caribbean, Fiji, South Africa, and Mauritius, who celebrate this day on various dates to commemorate the arrival of Indian immigrants brought by European colonial authorities as indentured laborers. It is a public holiday in Guyana, Mauritius, and Trinidad and Tobago. Indian Arrival Day is meant to recognize the contribution of these immigrants to the nation's development and history. Today is also commemorated as International Midwives Day on May 5th. This day is observed to honor midwives' work and promote awareness about the importance in providing crucial care to mothers and their newborns. In addition, it is a chance for us to recognize their efforts towards making the world a better place. Today is also commemorated as Liberation Day on May 5th in the Netherlands. Celebrate peace and security, marking the end of Nazi occupation of the Second World War. Liberation is celebrated with much fanfare, with events, veterans, parades, and music festivals throughout the Netherlands. Today is also commemorated as Museum Lovers Day on May 5th in US. Is when all appreciations of museums come together to celebrate their favorite place to hang out, spend their time, or check out different kinds of art or exhibitions. It is also commemorated as Nail Day on May 5th in US. It's a day to flirt with those beautiful nails with vibrant acrylic colors and precious shapes and precise shapes. Elegant Touch, a brand that develops fake nails, created this day to celebrate acrylic nails. But over time, it developed into a day to decorate the nails in the best way possible. And this year, we are enjoying the fun and will help you more about the day and how to make most out of it. Today is also commemorated as National Astronaut Day on May 5th in US. Since 2016, to commemorate the first time an American, Alan Shepard, went to space from the first ever space flight to the longest space flight by a woman, and we have come a long way. Today is also commemorated as National Cartoonist Day on May 5th in US. If the papers are less about the news and more about the comic strip for you, the National Cartoonist Day is your day. This day is held in remembrance of the first comic strip featured in the newspaper. More on that later, but it also honors all the cartoonists, past and present, and their amazing creations. Today is also commemorated as National Concert Day on May 5th in US. It is a musical event created by Live Nation in 2015 to celebrate the fans, artists, and the crew behind and live concert performances. It marks the beginning of the summer concert season in the US. The event features performances from huge industry icons and famous music bands, and there sure is a lot of excitement in the air for the national concert. Today is also commemorated as National Silence the Shame Day on May 5th in US. Observed every year since 2017, it's a chance to bring positive awareness about mental health to a wider audience as well as erase the stigma associated with it. The Hip Hop Foundation, led by former music executive Shanti Das, founded Silence the Shame, a mental health education and awareness non-profit group. Activities like outreach programs, wellness training hope to ease shame associated with mental illness as well as provide mental well-being support. This gave birth to the National Silence the Shame Day. Today is also commemorated as Poem on Your Pillow Day on May 5th, celebrated annually on first Tuesday in May. It takes place. It was created by TweetSpeak, an online poetry organization to promote poetry in a quiet, delightful way. Words are beautiful way to articulate one's feelings. And emotions. This day is dedicated to rediscovering the charm of written words. Today is also commemorated as Sleep Apnea Awareness Day on May 5th in Australia. As its name reveals, it is centered on creating awareness about sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder that affects a person's breathing during the sleep. The disorder was discovered fairly recently and is not well known to many people. Many people suffering from sleep apnea may not be aware that the condition exists. Therefore, Sleep Apnea Awareness Day helps to create widespread awareness and provide useful information to people. Today is also commemorated as World Asthma Day on May 5th. That is first Tuesday of May every year. The annual event is observed to spread awareness about the people suffering from asthma. It is organized by Global Initiative for Asthma, in short known as GINA, in collaboration with healthcare groups and asthma educators. Asthma is a prevalent problem worldwide, and this approximately 25 million Americans have asthma. Asthma is a chronic disease of the airway. Inflammation occurs in the airways that feed to the lungs, causing blockage and breathing difficulties. Today is also commemorated as World Hand Hygiene Day on May 5th. There are several deadly and dangerous diseases caused by microorganisms all around us. They are all trying to get inside us one way or other, which could easily happen through our hands. Hand hygiene is the best defense against such microbial attacks. Understanding this, the World Health Organization launched a campaign to spread the importance of hand hygiene in healthcare. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations and celebrations. We thank each and everyone for being part of this. And we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form that has been raised in the form of votes.